Hey Dragon Ball fans, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the raw, untamed power of the god of destruction, Beerus. We've seen him toy with Super Saiyan God Goku, sneeze away planets, and even erase Zamasu from existence. But have we ever truly seen him go all out? I'm talking about a no-holds-barred, universe-on-the-line kind of fight. The Tournament of Power gave us a glimpse, but even then, the gods were spectators. So, the big question is, what would it take for Beerus to unleash his full, unadulterated fury? Let's set the stage. Imagine an enemy so powerful, so bizarre, that it doesn't just threaten Universe 7, but the entire multiverse. This isn't your typical villain-seeking domination. This is a cosmic anomaly, a glitch in the fabric of reality itself. Think of it as a rogue line of code in the divine program, a living paradox that consumes and corrupts everything it touches. It doesn't fight with ki blasts or martial arts. It fights by rewriting the laws of physics. Space bends backward, time flows in reverse, and the very concept of cause and effect starts to unravel. Goku and Vegeta, even at their peak with Ultra Instinct and Ultra Ego, would be completely outmatched. How can you punch something that warps the space your fist travels through? How do you overcome an opponent who can erase the moment you powered up? Their strength, their will, their very essence as fighters would be rendered meaningless. They'd be like toddlers trying to fight a hurricane. This is a problem that brute force alone can't solve. It's a cancer on the timeline, and it requires a divine surgeon. This is where Whis would step in. He'd realize the mortal warriors, no matter how gifted, are ill-equipped for this kind of existential threat. He'd look at Beerus, and for the first time, his usual calm demeanor would be replaced with a grave seriousness. Lord Beerus, he'd say, this is no longer a game. The Omnikin's creation is at stake. You must act. You must use that asterisk power. The power of a god of destruction isn't just about blowing things up. It's about maintaining balance. And when the scales are tipped this violently, a counterforce of equal or greater magnitude is required. Now, imagine the scene. Beerus, who usually lazes about, complaining about food and taking naps, would stand up. His eyes, usually half-lidded with boredom, would snap wide open, glowing with a purple intensity we've never seen before. The playful cat-like demeanor would vanish, replaced by the terrifying visage of a true god. A deep, guttural growl would rumble from his chest, a sound that shakes the very foundations of his planet. The air would crackle with energy, not the familiar ki we know, but something far older, far more primal. This is the energy of Hakai, of destruction, in its purest form. He wouldn't need to shout or power up dramatically. He would simply extend a hand. The purple aura swirling around him wouldn't be a sphere or a chaotic storm. It would be a perfectly controlled, almost silent field of absolute nullification. This is the difference between a mortal using a god's technique and the god himself wielding his innate authority over existence. When Goku or Vegeta use destruction, they're borrowing a tool. When Beerus uses it, he is destruction. He is the living embodiment of the universe's delete function. As Beerus confronts this multiversal anomaly, the anomaly would try to warp reality around him. It might try to turn his own power against him, or erase his past, or trap him in a time loop. But it would be like throwing water at a black hole. Beerus's power of destruction isn't just about erasing matter, it's about erasing concepts. He wouldn't just be destroying the anomaly's physical form. He would be attacking the very idea of its existence. He would target its origin, its purpose, its place in the cosmic structure. And with a single focused application of his will, he would command it to cease. We wouldn't see a massive explosion. We'd see something far more terrifying. A silent wave of purple energy would emanate from Beerus, and as it passes over the anomaly doesn't just disintegrate it unhappens but the corrupted space heals, time snaps back into a linear flow, and reality rights itself. It's not a victory in a fight. It's a cosmic correction, a system administrator deleting a corrupted file. To any observer, it would be as if the threat never existed in the first place. Only Beerus, and perhaps the Grand Priest would retain the memory of what transpired. Afterward, the sheer exertion would be visible. Beerus would be panting, sweat beading on his brow. Not because it was a difficult fight in the traditional sense, but because wielding that level of absolute power, imposing one's will directly onto the fabric of the multiverse, takes a tremendous toll, even on a god. He'd collapse back into his chair, grumbling about how it was too much work, and demanding bring him the most delicious parfait in the universe as a reward. The lazy cat would be back, but Goku and Vegeta, witnessing this, would finally understand. They would realize the immense gap that still exists between them and a true god of destruction. It's not just a difference in power level, it's a difference in function, in purpose. They are protectors, warriors who defend life. Beerus is a balancer, an arbiter of existence itself. His full power isn't a bigger ki blast. It's the absolute authority to say you no longer exist and have the multiverse obey. This display of godly fury wouldn't be about anger or rage. It would be the cold, calculated, and terrifyingly efficient application of his divine duty. It's a power that's not meant for tournaments or sparring matches. It's a power that's only unleashed when reality itself is on the brink of collapse, and seeing it would give everyone a newfound respect and perhaps a little more fear for the sleepy god of destruction. So, what do you guys think? Is this how you imagine Beerus's true all-out power? A force that doesn't just win fights, but rewrites reality? Let me know your theories down in the comments. I love reading all your ideas about the deeper lore of Dragon Ball. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss our next exploration into the Dragon Ball universe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.